high BP or hypertension story forever, then this video will not only help you in controlling your high blood pressure, but also uncovers the true cause of hypertension. In this way, if you deal effectively with the root cause of hypertension, then 99.9% chances are that you will also overcome it. So let me start without wasting your time. According to Dr. Eric Berg, 95% of all hypertension is known as essential hypertension or primary hypertension. And the interesting thing is that the actual cause of this hypertension, this essential or primary hypertension, is said to be unknown. In this video, we are going to solve the mystery and let's investigate the true cause of hypertension. There are certain receptors called baroreceptors inside arteries that pick up information and send to brain, and how this mechanism is controlled. This whole system is controlled by autonomous nervous system. Now let's talk about what are normal and what are dangerous ranges of blood pressure. Ideally, your BP should be 120/80 in the normal resting state. If your readings are mostly above 140 and 90, then it's considered high BP. It's just a general rule, but normal ranges of blood pressure slightly differs depending on many factors like age and environment, etc. Now you must be thinking, what can go wrong with the baroreceptors? The first thing that can cause problems in baroreceptors is electrolyte. Please give full attention as you are going to uncover the role of sodium and potassium in your hypertension. We have been told that we must reduce the amount of sodium. We always follow this advice religiously, and this less intake of sodium results in sodium deficiency and further leads to create the dysfunction within the baroreceptors. Yes, taking less salt, you can retain less fluid and maybe your blood pressure also drops. But you can create problems in baroreceptors, and also it will activate the sympathetic nervous system. Now listen carefully. Whenever the sympathetic nervous system is activated, the BP goes up. So a low salt diet worsens your BP. We have discussed sodium. Now let's discuss potassium. If you take high amounts of potassium, it can bring amazing change in your pressure. You will be happy to hear that potassium is one of the key factors in restoring your blood pressure. So the answer is not decreasing sodium, but just increasing potassium. Very few people get the amount of potassium they actually need daily. We need 4700 milligrams of potassium every single day. We just take few bites of salads in our diet and think that it's enough. Not at all. An average person needs minimally 7 to 10 cups of vegetables, salads daily to get close to that 4700 milligrams of potassium. I'm again asking you, do you want to overcome your high BP? Then focus on increasing potassium, then to lower sodium. Avoiding sodium deficiency is so important that if someone is sodium deficient, not only sympathetic nervous system is affected, but also parasympathetic nervous system gets weak. So if you want to lower your blood pressure, then instead of focusing on low sodium intake, focus on high intake of potassium and vitamin D. Dr. Eric further said that this information is not a fabricated information, but this is backed up with lots of scientific data and proper research. Now, almost everyone knows that how important the role of vitamin D in lowering your blood pressure. Why? Because vitamin D plays an important role in restoring problems with autonomous nervous system. 95% of people who are suffering from essential hypertension are either less potassium or less vitamin D. In case you are suffering from hypertension, then go and get your both potassium and vitamin D test. This might solve your problem right there. Next piece of hypertension puzzle is insulin. Can insulin be one of the primary regulators for your baroreceptors? To answer this question, we have to deep dive and have to think about insulin resistance. We all know insulin resistance is at the heart of metabolic syndrome, and it creates hypertension, high blood pressure, fatty liver, and abnormal high levels of lipids. It seems like insulin resistance has high correlation with hypertension. Now, to avoid insulin resistance, people have to avoid high carbs diet, especially processed one and refined sugars, etc. But media don't encourage people to do so. That's why more and more people are becoming insulin resistant fastly. Junk foods, refined sugars, and high carbs diet deplete you of potassium. So it's crucial to lower the intake of processed high carbs and increase your potassium. Take lots of vegetables and take vitamin D. Journey to health is actually so much easy. It's we who make simple things complicated. Getting rid of hypertension is also as easy as ABC. We just need to increase potassium and vitamin D. So, take lots of salads, veggies, fruits, and water, etc. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.